Afternoon everyone, Ragewood here, back with another Godforge video. In today's video we're going to be taking a quick react to Thursday's podcast that was released on, when's that going to be? On sort of the 12th of December, around there. I normally try and get these out on a Sunday. Today is Monday as I'm recording this, so apologies for that. Simply the reason for it is I actually have a funeral to attend to after this, and this is a nice distraction from that. It's going to be quite short though, just due to the nature of the podcast. So they had a guest on, animation artist who, is the bee's knees. He's worked with George Lucas, he's worked on Avengers, so many things that you will have known. And as great as it is to watch, for us, it doesn't actually tell us too much about the game. It's more about that person, their story, and things like that, which I do love, but it doesn't make for great content here. So, with all that out of the way, there were a couple of things that I thought were interesting and stood out. So we're going to take a quick dive into that one. I imagine this is only going to be sort of 10 minutes long, this video, which will be a welcome change for you lot. So without further ado, let's get into it. So now, as I often do, I will put the link down to the full video below if you want to watch it in its entirety without sort of my spiel over the top. I am just going to unmute it because we're just coming up to the part where Brad asks the all-important question, as well as the guests doing our job for us.
I gotta jump in here because the viewers are gonna be wondering, when is Simon gonna leak something to us?
I'm trying not to.
No.
We've had the song finished, so we worked we worked with Serena Bell. She finished the track a few weeks ago, and even the very first version, I was like, damn, this track is amazing. Like, it's so good, and it fits what we're doing so well. And I just want to share it. But I know this is one of those ones we got.
It's just where we're the devil on his shoulders doing our best sort of Palpatine sort of do it.
Don't instigate this, Brad.
Yeah,
this is one where we're like, lock this shit down. Like we need the impact to be 100% when people see it for the first time.
Have you got a tentative release date that you can?
Yes, special guest. Yes, special guest.
For the cinematic, it's going to be. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be part of our kind of marketing piece anyway, and we're hoping to have our kind of like closed beta of the game go out to the first tranche of players at the end of Q1 next year. So I'd imagine it's going to be mid Q1 to start kind of ramping it up. Maybe if I was well, I shouldn't say it. February. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, but we don't know. We don't know for sure. I get in trouble when I start talking. So
No, Hades does get in trouble. He actually put it out in his Tuesday video that they're trying so hard not to leak so much because idiots like me spoil it and then release it to my masses as well. So, but it's interesting that we, tentative, sure, but looks like February around there we're going to get our cinematic, which does make sense. If they want the beta to drop sort of around March, April, they're going to want to drum up hype. 6 to 8 weeks, I'd say. It's going to be a bit quiet. Even us as CCs sort of notified that it is going to be quiet. But that's fine. I don't do this for the views. I do it for the enjoyment. To drum up hype, they're going to need to increase their marketing. And how do you do that? You're going to get that cinematic out everywhere. If you remember when Raid first launched, it was all over the show. It was on YouTube, TV, adverts. It was all over sponsorships of various people I watched for different things previously. So now I don't think this probably don't have the same marketing budget Plarium did when they were doing that. But I imagine we will see a lot more of it, and that cinematic is going to play a big part of that. As Sham said, and I agree with them, they want it to, punch. They want that sort of shock and awe kind of wow factor. So I can understand why they wouldn't perhaps release this to us early. So the only other thing that I just thought would be pretty cool and interesting for a lot of you is Shams essentially going to ask Mark what his favourite shot is. What is the sort of one piece that he's like nailed it? And it's so iconic for a lot of us younger generation. Maybe not so much your pensioners, but I thought it was pretty cool, so I thought I'd show you. I'm just gonna leave it running for about a minute or so.
Panic, exactly. What would you say? What would you say, like, for those pieces that were in, like, I guess in all the in all the cinematics or whatever that you've done, what was like one shot where you're like, this one was, I nailed it. This is my favorite shot that I've done across all the things. Cause like it's yeah, go ahead.
There's been a bunch. I guess the one that I see the most, like when they do the HBO specials, is I had to do a shot for the first Avengers where we were showcasing all the Avengers. It was like a big orbiting shot
Oh yeah,
in front of
like
Stark Tower.
Yeah.
But I had to do it in such a way they could do it for real. So I could only make my camera track the width of that bridge. And I had to choose a lens that would fit wide enough. You don't want to go too wide because you get distortion of the face and features. But it was a orbiting shot around the characters, and Iron Man comes down and Hulk's roaring and stuff like that. And I showed Joss Whedon, and he liked it, but the order of the characters he kept swapping. So every time he swapped the characters' order, you redo.
And the whole thing.
It's funny though. Why does that matter? You don't even believe these type of things go on, but
over 60 times I did that.
60 times?
Yeah.
Just
Wow.
They kept
Come on, man.
changing the order or what they wanted the characters to do. And even when I saw the final movie, they changed it again. But that one I'm probably most proud of because that one is like the one that people have as like a brain tattoo. Like they know
the
that.
old 100%. Yeah.
You talking about the one where Iron Man like floats down from like 10 feet above and then it swings around?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we know that shot.
Yeah. Like, I wonder what percentage of people have seen that shot. It's got to be high.
Basically
Yeah.
everybody,
Yeah.
essentially.
That's very.
Yeah, that one. I mean, MCU, Marvel, especially for people a little bit older than me and a lot of people younger than me who could experience that sort of the Avengers and Marvel sort of series. You know, that shot is iconic and just shows you sort of the level of quality and people that are on board with this project. Now, there are a few things that have concerned me, but one thing you can't take away from is, you know, the undoubted quality that will come from it. You know, they've put too much into this for it to fail, and say the kind of people they've got on board, like this guy, there's no way that it won't be a hit. So I cannot wait for beta to roll round and then full launch come sort of September, October next year. Anyway, that's all from me today. Say short and sweet one. Thanks for watching. Take care. Look after yourselves. Work hard. But as always, play harder. And I'll see you in another one soon. Cheers.